Alright guys, we're back after a long ass Monday. Alright, Edmund's Oast Brewing. This one's Azathoth Imperial Stout right there. Look at that crazy character. What are we looking at? I don't even know what we're working with. Oh, there it is. Here we are. 10.5 alcohol. Something light. Something, you know, easy drinking there. That's a dark one if you could tell. Black as night. Alright. We're going with some Oleo Soapworks Smoke on the Water. A self-declared very thirsty shaving soap. We'll see about that. Alright. This stuff smells good. I like it. I don't really mind the smoke note. A lot of people, I think, have a huge sensitivity to smoke in soaps. But I've found that smoke in fragrance that I've came across very seldom is like a campfire smoke or like a barbecue smoke. It's like this, like powdery, it's like this powdery sweet smokiness that I get out of most fragrances. And it's not bad at all. I really like this one. Hell if I could describe the scent notes, but powdery sweet smoke, it's non-offensive at all to me. But, I don't know. A lot of people have a sensitivity to smoke. The smoke note and fragrance. Got some loaded up into the Lancaster bowl. We're going to be using the good old Wild West Brushworks with the old coin. This is the Snowdrift handle with the white and clear resin. Cool stuff there. You can kind of see a little depth in it. And we just got a regular 24mm Boss Knot synthetic on top. We're going to be using some frost drops today. Don't let me forget those from Stirling. And we're going to be coming in with the Stealth Bomber Razor, the Blackland Vector. And I always got to show that profile because it is just so damn impressive how sleek and good looking this razor is. I love it. Simplistic, sleek, just good shit. Alright, let's move that out of the way. And we'll just add the frost drops right off the bat. We'll shake them to get it kind of incorporated, because sometimes I feel like the crystals separate from the liquid. And we'll just try to give it a little. I don't know, I feel like I got more liquid than crystal. But I've added a whole ton of liquid, so maybe we'll see what that does, huh? Alright. Got some distilled water right here. It's going to just go right into the bowl. And we'll start with that. Get that little slosh. And here we go. So, man, I had a hell of a Monday. God damn it. So I went in, got called in early, 2 hours early. So I dragged my ass out of bed and went into work 2 hours early. And I get there and, you know, I help with that whole headache. Just, you know, pushing Amazon through the mail stream the hard way. And as soon as we kind of get the carriers all squared away so they could hit the streets, I get told, alright, we need you at the other office because somebody called in sick. So here I go, drag my happy ass down to the other office and bail them out. And it just so happens the person that called in was the closer. So now, not only am I going to work 2 hours early, I'm staying 2 hours late. And lo and behold, we got ourselves a nice 12-hour shift. So, gotta love that. Especially when you plan on a nice 8 and a 12 comes out of it. Gotta love that. But what do? You know what I mean? I just fucking put my nose to the grindstone and fucking get it done. But it is what it is. It's always a pain in the ass, but you know what? Pays the bills, so we do it. Alright. I wouldn't say a very thirsty shave soap, but I would say pretty thirsty. It could take a drink. I'm going to just go with that because that looks good, and if I need to add any additional water or menthol, I might just add it on the fly. So we'll get some water on the face. And we'll get to lather. Excuse me. So, like I was saying the other day that I used Oleo. Oleo is one of my favorite soap makers. Been kind of inactive as far as new offerings. But I believe she was kind of her family. I'm not so much sure about Vita, but I believe her family was impacted by COVID, or maybe she was just taking, extra precautions. But I forgot something. I saw something on her socials that she was kind of away from the shop and it was coronavirus related. Let's just put it like that. And then she got a new shop and moving in and all that. And I think she's up and running now in her new facility. But I think she's just trying to catch up and stock retailers and whatnot. Because I haven't seen anything kind of new come out of the Oleo Soapworks camp. But knowing Vita, look at that. That just looks so good. Knowing Vita, she's hard at work. And whatever she releases next, I'll definitely be there to support it. Man, that is just one hell of a nice lather. Oleo's still got it, guys. Still got it. Alright. Think that'll get me by. Set that off to the side. I'm already feeling a nice kind of low chill. Alright, Blackland Vector. We got the Schick Proline P30 blade in there with a couple shaves on it. And the Blackland is just smooth and efficient. And I like that. And the scent strength is probably right around medium. I do think that the smoke note is pretty unique. And because of that, it usually sticks around during the shave. For me. I don't tend to go nose blind to it because it's fairly unique, I don't get this. I don't really get this scent anywhere else in my life. So because of that, it's unique, it's kind of like a one-in-one experience here, this shaving soap, for me. And for me, it's very enjoyable. And like I said, I really appreciate that it kind of remains obvious to me during the shave. Just great cushion. Excellent slickness. And that's, that was kind of like the foundation for it becoming one of my favorite soap bases. But I really think the scent offerings is what made Oleo Soapworks become one of my favorite artisans. And really, while she was kind of in full swing, she didn't have much competition in my book. But she kind of slowed down, and I experimented with more artisans, and there's a ton of great people doing it out there. And really, whoever your favorite is, I'm sure you could make a valid reason why they deserve that. Nowadays, I could say that A&E The Club is one of my favorites. I can say that Zingari Man is one of my favorites. I could easily say that, like, Noble Otter is one of my favorites. And Oleo just remains in that mix for me as well. And I'm sure I'm leaving a ton of people out that I appreciate their bases. Wow. Alright, I gotta get this slickness off my hands before I get to lathering up for pass 2. But just so many good artisans. We're fucking spoiled right now. And I think we have been for a couple years anyways. Alright. Let's get some more lather on here. What I'm trying to do is just kind of like scoop it all to one side and get it on the brush. So I'd say, as I kind of thought when I was adding that Stirling frost drops, I think it was mostly liquid and not a lot of crystals, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Because I want some decent chill. Even though I suspect I have a kind of above average tolerance. I'm actually gonna see if I can build up a little bit more hydration, because I think it could take it for this pass 2. And I'm just kind of taking what was kind of left in the bowl. I put a splash of distilled water with what was left in the bowl. And why the hell not? I think we're kind of cruising right along in the shape. Why don't we throw some more frost drops in there too? Give it another shake. Since it's rather chill anyways. Or rather, low chill. There we go. And like I said, still looked like that was mostly liquid. But we'll incorporate it and see what we get. Right now, it's just a nice low chill on my cheeks from that first edition. We're gonna see if we can't kick that up a notch, huh? Let's see what we can do here. Fragrance is kicking, so let's see if we can get that menthol to get kicking. Oh, don't want to waste that. I'm gonna move my bowl away from the edge before I do something I regret. If I lost that Lancaster bowl, I think the channel would be pretty much over. I'd be distraught. Alright. Alright. Still got plenty of lather. I do think it could actually take some more water, but I think it's unnecessary. The lather looks pretty fucking good right now, so I think it's unnecessary. And that chill is starting to kick up. Now we're talking. Now we're kind of in the medium area. Alright, medium chill. Pass 2 against the grain. There it is. Burn, baby, burn. Or I should say chill. Sorry if you can hear the fan from the neighboring restroom. My restrooms are kind of back to back. So if you could hear it, sorry about that. Slick, protective, smells great. What else could you want? A little bit of menthol for Menthol Monday. And we got a hell of a fragrance to follow it up with, just because we can. I recently bought a gang of Chatillon Lux samples. And very impressed with the lot. A lot of stuff I liked, and a couple that I loved. And one of them that I thought I would like and not love, I loved. So that was a pleasant surprise. Alright. I think we just banged out a nice quick shave, a nice smooth shave using the Vector and Oleo and Wild West Brushworks and Lancaster. Look at that. Just with the gobs that was caught in my beard, I have a whole nother pass. And you don't even want to know what's taking refuge in my beard. I could probably do 10 more passes with that. All right. Damn. Stuff smells good. I don't know why people have such struggles with the smoke note. I don't get it. I didn't have like a ton of like smoky experiences or references to pull from growing up. I had like campfire, but I don't really get campfire from any of the fragrances that I've came across. This is a different kind of smoke. It's hard to describe. It's like sweet, you know? It's like, it's not incense. It's not like that. It's not earthy. I don't know. But it's damn good, in my opinion. And I even like her Windy City Barbershop, which has a gun smoke note in it. That's kind of a somewhat modern barbershop base with a gun smoke note. And that Windy City's fucking awesome too. Alright. We're gonna need to get this out. It's funny, the Lancaster towel just absorbs all the soap that's resting on your skin. But my beard retains all the soap that gets caught in my beard. It's like, you know, one lather enters, none come out. Alright. We got the matching Aftershave Splash right here. We're going to give that a shake because we're supposed to. We also got some good Oleo skin food. Just a pure oil blend, as she calls it. So we're going to take the caps off both. Put 3 drops and a little residual. And then we're going to put a nice splash of that in there. Rub-a-dub-dub. I should have put a splash of the menthol as well. The frost drops? Should have, if I was thinking right. Oh, let's just get that everywhere. The smoke, I would say, is more prominent in the Aftershave Splash than in the soap. And to me, that's a positive thing. But to most, you might, if you're interested but skeptical, and if this is even still available, I don't know if it is or not. But if you're interested and skeptical, I would pick up just the soap. And then if you like the soap and feel like it could go further, then get the Aftershave Splash. But I love this stuff. I think it smells fucking great. Even when the smoke note is more pungent. Alright. And for the fragrance I was talking about, I'm not going to spray any on, but I feel like this is kind of in the same area. Chatillon Lux Admiral. And of course, this is just a little sample spray bottle. Take the cap off, you got the nozzle right there. Works just like a normal spray bottle, but Admiral. Really like this shit. This is probably the one out of all of the line that I got. I probably got like 6 or 7 Chatillon Lux fragrances. Admiral's gonna be the first one I buy. I really liked it. I don't know what... I know some people, like I said, they shy away from that smoke note. It offends them. It offends them. Triggered. No, I think it smells fucking great. And whereas Admiral and Smoke on the Water are different, I feel like they have similarities and crossover. And Admiral's just it's kind of a murky aquatic with like they use like steamboats in St. Louis, and it's kind of like you get the murky aquatic of the kind of rivers and kind of the muddy rivers and whatnot, and then you got that steamboat smoke, but it's like there's enough going on. God, I'm not selling this well. It's a great fragrance. It was pretty cheap to just get a sample. If I was you, I would just get a sampler from Chatillon Lux. I liked pretty much all of them, and I'll leave it at that. Admiral, if you guys do like the smoke note, or you're trying to expand your library of fragrances, I would check out Chatillon Lux. Definitely don't skip on Admiral, because I feel like it'll help you expand your library of scents. And like it or not, it'll help you expand what you know in fragrance. Anyhow, Smoke on the Water by Oleo Soapworks. Love the scent. Makes a damn good lather. And Vita's a badass. So, what more could you want? We also use good Oleo skin food. We also use some Stirling frost drops. Even after all that I put in there, I think it only reached kind of like a medium chill factor. I think it was mostly liquid and not so much crystals, which I gotta find a way to get more crystals involved. I also used the Lancaster bowl, Lancaster Razorworks. I also used the Wild West Brushworks with the Boss Knot synthetic on top. Nifty little brush. Finally got it back from my buddy that I had it on loan to, newbie wet shaver. And of course the Blackland Vector with the Schick Proline P30 blade. And this thing is just sleek and stunning. sleek, and stunning. Alright, that's it for me, guys. That was one hell of a shave after one hellish Monday. Cheers!